Hi everybody, English Bob here and welcome to today's video. Today's video is the first video in our Euro Truck Simulator 2 series. I hope you seriously enjoy the content I'm going to post up on hopefully a daily basis, Monday through to Friday. So first of all, this is my account. It's a vanilla account. I'm really only using the main DLC. I have got some mods installed, so let's just have a quick look at the mod manager. All I've got is a skin for the truck I'm going to buy, a unique engine sound for the truck I'm going to buy, a customised wooden interior, and of course Jazzy Cat's trailers and cargo pack. That is it. Those are the only mods that I've got installed, and those are the only mods I've got to maintain. Obviously I've got a whole ton of other mods, but these are all going to be for future mod reviews, and I'll create a separate account for those. Now the thing is, with this series I'm going to be playing it as it should be played. I'm going to have as many of the realistic features turned on as I possibly can. I'm starting in the game with no money, no trucks, there's no boosts, no cheats, so it takes as long as it takes, just so you're all aware. So let's dive in to the game. I have already, as I say, created this account, and I've done the very first if you like truck drive. I'm going to be buying the Volvo FH16 Classic as it's known in game, because I think it's the best value in game truck a newbie player can indeed have. Now I am going to connect this to the online World of Trucks account, so my picture should change once I've done that. So let's just go into the job market and let's take a quick job. We don't at the moment have any money. The bank's not offered us any loans. I am based in London in the UK, and basically I've got my job value set to price per distance. So London to Rotterdam is going to be our first job, and it's driving a scanner. It should be fairly easy and straightforward, so let's crack on with it. Please feel free to ask away as many questions as you'd like to underneath the video. I hope the video quality is okay for you. All the videos will be limited to 1280 720 resolution for now. In the future, if the channel's a success, I may well upgrade my computer to a much more powerful gaming computer, and hence that will then hopefully allow me to render the videos in 1080p. But for the moment we'll be rendering in 720. Now, as I say, everything is pretty much vanilla apart from a couple of mods changes that I've made that we'll use in the future. I'm going to be playing the whole game once I've earned enough money to buy a truck with the Volvo FH16 Classic. It's my favourite in-game truck, and it's absolutely perfect for a brand new player, which of course is what I am. You guys and girls are riding at the beginning of this series, so my sincere thanks, and I genuinely hope you thoroughly enjoy the content. Indeed, whether you're a gamer, whether you're a Euro Truck Simulator 2 fan, or whether you're a trucker in real life, or just enjoy watching gaming videos in general. Me personally, I absolutely love simulation videos. I love trucks, so for me this is the absolute perfect game. I can't think of a better game. Now in the future I will be having a look at American Truck Simulator as well. I have already purchased that game. I've got the Going East DLC for Euro Truck Simulator already purchased, downloaded and installed, and I'm going to be purchasing the Going North, so hopefully the idea is to complete all the content in Euro Truck Simulator first, and once that's complete we're then going to be having a look at American Truck Simulator. Now at the moment there's not really that much content. There's only California and Nevada available. I think SCS are working on another map which we should get free of charge when it's released, as we already own American Truck Simulator as well. So yeah, whole ton of content to come on the YouTube. Hopefully you can all enjoy watching me making an absolute pig's ears of all the stuff that I do in Euro Truck Simulator, and that's a promise that I will make to you from this very first video on day one. Absolutely everything that I do within this profile I will record and upload to YouTube for you, so there'll be no nipping off here, nipping off there. Every time I load up Euro Truck Simulator to do something, I'll record it so you guys and girls can see it, enjoy it, comment it, flame it. Hey, whatever floats your boat. But I think that's really important, so I'll try and label all the videos as clearly as I can so you can see exactly from the video description what it is we're going to be doing. This is a quick job, which is London to, is it Amsterdam or Rotterdam? I can't remember. Rotterdam. Amsterdam, London to Rotterdam. So yeah, here we go. Let's get on our way to Rotterdam. I'm going to try here not to trash the truck, and I nearly did already. Now, my chosen method for controlling the truck at the moment is keyboard. I don't have a steering wheel or foot pedals, so I don't have the luxury of trying to control the vehicle that way. So for now I'm going to be sticking with the keyboard, and we'll see just how satisfactory it is. I do appreciate obviously that having a steering wheel and, you know, the foot pedals obviously takes this game to a whole different level, just the same as having a really high quality gaming PC would. But hey, we've got to use what we've got. We've got our good old trusty Razer mechanical keyboard, and we've got a really old PC. As you can see, the game runs and records just fine at 720p, so hey, even on this old machine, let's enjoy it. I'm going to try and drive as realistically as I can. I do sincerely hope to improve as the game goes along. That is one of my aims. I'm going to try to do as little damage to both the truck and the cargo as possible on each episode. I see an awful lot of people go for the Scania as the first truck. The reason I love the Volvo is quite simple, because you get a 540 brake horsepower engine right off the bat, and it's also a very competitively and well priced truck, whereas most of the other trucks you're looking 360, 370 brake horse for your tractor unit. So the Volvo really does appeal to me. I also absolutely love the layout of the Volvo and the instrumentation. I know it's a bit corny, but you know, when you're going to spend so much time looking at it, it makes absolute sense to get the right truck for you, because you're going to be spending an awful lot of time in it. Now, I am going to pimp my truck out, but at this moment in time I have no plans or desires, I better get over, no plans or desires to upgrade to one of the big super trucks. I absolutely love the Volvo FH Classic, as they call it in game. It's the FH16, but that's a slightly different model in game. So I do plan and aim to do the whole game in my FH Classic and just pimp it out, and hopefully, I have no idea, I would imagine there is a 700 brake horse available speed limit for the FH Classic. We'll just have to see, I guess. Doing 47, 48. Are we downhill? Looks like it. Oh, there's going to be a cheese pictures camera somewhere. Here it is. Say cheese. Cheese. Damn, I'm not speeding, am I? So yeah, I'm just going to really love and enjoy my Volvo and try and discover absolutely as much as the map as I really can. And as I say, there's no map mods installed. There is one DLC, so we're just going to stick with original content. The reason for that is the game is obviously very active development wise, and of course every time they release a new patch it renders your mods useless, so I don't want to be forever fighting mods when new patches come out. Now yes, I have got a few mods, but they're only simple mods, and I would have thought it will be a relatively quick and easy affair for the mod creators to update them if they need updating indeed for new patches. If the mod developers can't update them, then it's not the end of the world, because they really are cosmetic things, nothing else. So, you know, yeah, I'd miss the sound of my Volvo truck and the custom skin, but it's not the end of the world. So I think, you know, playing the vanilla content out the box, as you guys and girls will see it if you decide to go and buy it, is more important than you all watching something that you just don't have yourselves. So that's really where I'm coming from. The other aim for me is to just enjoy the game. I think the game is absolutely beautifully rendered. I think it's actually better as a graphical game rather than a real sort of HD type game, because I think some of the attention to detail that SCS have put into these maps and into this game are just visually stunning, and they're to be enjoyed. So hopefully you all agree with me on that. And as I say, I can't think of a better game, certainly for somebody of my age, to install, sit back and enjoy. And how refreshing is it to have a game that's not full of killing, shooting, blowing things up. And I think there's also an online mod, so I might have a foray into the online trucking world at some stage. But again, that's one of the things that really drew me to this game, the fact that it is technically an offline game, a locally installed game that you can just run and enjoy at your own leisure and pleasure. I am only a casual gamer, I'm not hardcore, so I have to fit my gaming in and around real life, which can be very demanding and tough sometimes, as I'm sure you're all aware. But nevertheless, I'm very focused. I do have some goals, 30 mile an hour, to try and set and achieve. So let's see if we can achieve those goals with this channel. I'm not over bothered about gazillions of subscribers. It would be nice to have enough people to enjoy the content on a daily basis, but hey, hopefully if you guys and girls really enjoy the content, then that will be reflected in the subscriptions to the channel. If you don't, then the channel will remain subscriberless. But hey, I'll do my best to get some quality daily content up for you. And as I say, you'll all be included in it. Obviously, if you make comments on the YouTube, I'll try and do my best to always answer them. I might even select some of the comments to be discussed in game. As I say, all your views are very, very important. Also, your experiences of the game. Do you own the game? Do you play it? Do you enjoy it? What do you like? What do you dislike? What are you looking forward to? What are SCS up to? I see they're highly SCS seem to be highly active on Steam, with their Steam Workshop page being heavily advertised. I've watched quite a few YouTubers' videos on American Trucks Simulator, and it seems that they are a little bit disappointed with the lack of content, but I guess SCS has an option to release it as a DLC for ETS. I don't know whether that would have been wise or not, but they obviously decided in their wisdom to release it as a separate game, and hey, I think it's hugely successful already. I believe SCS are an independent gaming company, so you know, we're not talking about a huge you know, software house. We're talking about a small independent, so the more of us that enjoy the game and use it, the better. Is it my imagination, or are my lights not on? No, my lights are on. Wow. Is that all we got? Really? Wow. Okay, so that's better. So let's complete our delivery to Rotterdam. So far it's been an absolute breeze, our first maiden trip. Now of course it's somebody else's truck, so it doesn't matter too much if we bash it about. Of course it matters, but it's not like it's our own truck where we want to keep it pristine and really look after it. Now initially, in the initial videos, I'm not going to be parking the trailers myself. I'm just going to hit enter and auto park. Yes, I know it's going to cost me XP, but I need a bit of time to get used to the game, to the game physics, the way it all works, and I need to practice parking trailers. But hopefully you'll forgive me that little nuance there. Okay, so this is our first foray into Europe. I have to remember that in Europe, of course, they drive on the wrong side of the road, as I am English. So let's have a go at pulling out of here and hope we don't have a disaster. The only thing I'm struggling to get to grips with is the views of the game. You know, you've got a very limited view. The in-game AI, a lot of people say, oh, it trolls you, this, that. Well, actually, I think it's very lifelike and realistic, you know, in that you can be coming around an island and somebody will, you know, be indicated to go right, and then all of a sudden dart across you. So it's actually quite realistic, and it's like any driving, whether it's simulated or whether it's real life. The success and the key to it really is space management. Manage your space, leave yourself enough thinking time, manoeuvre time, and you'll be absolutely fine. It should be a walk in the park. Excuse me. Okay, so we've got a 50-mile-an-hour speed limit here. It's saying 14 minutes until our arrival time at our destination. Of course, that's in-game minutes, that's not real time. So I think you'd have to agree for our first full job, it's been a piece of cake. Now at the minute we've got 2,300 euros in the bank. I'm going to leave it on euros because I think I'm going to go actually for a left-hand drive truck when it's our turn to go and buy a truck. Wow, really? Took that a bit quick. So Rotterdam has now been discovered. Congratulations us. It's our first city. I really would like to try and unlock stuff while we're here, so I only have to do it once. So rather than turning left there, I'm going to go a bit further down and take a left and try and just discover stuff while we're here before we drop this load off. Now, as I say, I have got every realism setting is on except the realistic fuel usage, I think it's called. So that's not active. Other than that, everything else is. It's just on simple automatic, and as I say, I'm using the keyboard. So far it seems absolutely fine. As I say, it's not the most realistic experience because I'd need some kind of steering wheel. I just don't know whether I want to even get a steering wheel. There's plenty of cheap ones on eBay, so it's not the end of the world, but I do appreciate that it will completely change the feel of the game and also the game driving experience. Yeah, it's the Mercedes-Benz dealer in Rotterdam, and we've just found it. Oh yeah, beautiful. So I'm not worried too much about recruitment agencies because the whole idea really is not to create a huge trucking empire in this series. It's just to pretty much buy a truck and go and discover the whole world that this game has to offer. I'm really not that bothered about a huge trucking empire. So that really is the point of the game. So hopefully that's what we can stick to. As I say, I've really got no interest in a huge trucking empire. I'm sure it's a ton of fun and all the rest of it, but I just want to really enjoy absolutely every session that I load up in my truck. It's going to be pretty interesting. Does that say DAF? Can't see. It's going to be pretty interesting to see just how much the game has to offer. I think actually I should have dropped off there, shouldn't I? And now the lights are trolling me because I'm not paying attention. How am I going to get back round? I can't go left, I can only go right. I'm going to see if I can do a special bob manoeuvre. I don't think there's anything behind me. So as soon as that flicks green, I'm just going to do a huge U-turn here and see if we can get away with it. I have no idea if this is possible, let alone doable. But you will find that my videos will be full of absolutely mental manoeuvres. Hey, that's okay. BASF, not DAF. So yes, indeed, this is where we're supposed to drop this load off, I believe. So let's whip the indicator on. And that's our first successful trip done in a truck that we don't own, in a Scania. And Scanias are not my favourite. They're okay, they're nice trucks, nothing wrong with them, just not my favourite. Absolutely love the Volvos, and I love the Russian Kamazes as well. I think they're awesome. So let's pick that up. As I say, I'm not going to park the trailers for a start. I will park the trailers later on in the series because obviously that's extra XP, and we'll see how we go. So there you go, everybody. That's our first full feature length video up on the YouTube, and it's London to Rotterdam. I hope you sincerely enjoyed the video. Oh, we've got an email. Oh, Volvo trucks for sale in London. Fabulous. Well, as soon as we've earned enough cash, we're currently on. We're on nearly €5,000. As soon as we've earned enough cash, we'll see if we can get a bank loan, and then we'll see if we can buy ourselves a beautiful Volvo truck. Thank you all very much for watching. Please rate, comment, subscribe, thumb the videos up. I will see you for another wicked English Bob video.